Hey, what is up there, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. How you guys doing on today? You know what? I'm doing all right. So, I know I said that I wasn't going to talk about this guy any longer, but I have to. Because, guys, listen, I'm the only... Benzino is steady. He is steady trying to get up out of this grave that Eminem put him in a long time ago. He nailed him in the coffin. That means he didn't just close the coffin, but he hit Benzino so hard back then that he nailed the coffin shut. And somehow, in the last few months, Benzino is steady trying to claw his way out. He threatened with diss tracks. He's all over Twitter. He's making albums on Eminem. He is trying to claw himself out of the coffin, and I am the only one fighting the good fight. I'm the only one on YouTube that's covering this. I'm the only one that's trying to keep this coffin closed. He's like, let me out. I'm the only one. So I need some help. So today we're gonna check out Eminem. Eminem is gonna give me a hand. He's gonna send a reminder because some of you all did not see or hear or know about this interview. Well, Eminem on today, he is going to actually talk a lot about what he brings to the culture, and it's kind of funny, but he's gonna talk just what he did from his heart, just what he did to Benzino. And boy, is this interview. This is one of his most realest and greatest interviews. Let's play the first clip.
It's Hot 97. I got my man on the phone. $7 billion first weekend at the box office on 8 Mile. Can we have it one time, please? Eminem is on the telephone.
Angie. What's up?
Why distress in your voice? Talk to me, man. What the hell is going on?
All right, first of all, I want to make a little comment. I just want to comment on this whole thing that's going on. This little whatever it is.
Feud?
Yeah, this little feud.
I saw it on MTV yesterday. It's official now.
It's crazy. It's the first time he's ever been on TV. I want to congratulate him. It's the first time he's ever been on MTV. And he did 106 in Park, so I want to congratulate him on that, too.
So he's getting pub off.
I'm definitely bringing a lot of success to this man. But you know what? Like, honestly, like this dude, I buried him already. He's speaking from the grave, Angie. This dude is speaking from the grave. So,
would you be referring to the song on the Green Lantern mixtape?
I'd be referring to the new one that he has.
So look, let's pause right there. So Eminem is like, hey, even back then, see, this was years ago, but even back then, Eminem knew, like, I'm making Benzino's career. I have to give you a career to destroy it. Ever since he came at me, now MTV got him on 106 in Park. Eminem said it, not me. People, see, all of them, they get mad when we say that. When we say, yo, Eminem made you relevant. Eminem making your career. They get mad when we say it. But Eminem said it out of his own mouth. He's like, yo, congratulations, Benzino. I see you on MTV. I'm making you. Okay, but check this out. This is where it gets funny. I love this, L. Because listen to this next part. This next part is when he's talking about how he's giving us an impression of what Benzino sounds like from the grave. After he done nailed him in the grave, Eminem lets us know, let me over here. He lets us know what he sounds like. Play the clip.
I'm gonna tell you the story. What happened?
Okay.
He dissed me on a record.
Right.
I didn't respond.
Right.
Right. Then he dissed me again. He went back in the studio again. I think he was mad that I didn't respond.
He felt neglected.
Not that it didn't hit my radar,
right,
because this dude owns half of the Source magazine. That's right, why it hit my radar.
Right.
But my manager, once again, Paul Rosenberg, as we know him, tried to talk me out of it. Don't respond. It's not worth it. The second time he did it, I said, you know what? I'm going to let him have it. So I gave it to him. 2 songs. 2 songs to his 2 songs.
Right.
Now this next time, now I already buried him. I put the nail in his coffin. I kicked the dirt on his grave. Now the dude's, this is how he's speaking. Somebody please let me out. He's done. And all the stuff that, you know, all this gang.
Told you. Let me out. I'm Benzino. Oh, I just thought about something. Now, this next clip, y'all know how Benzino talked about how he's going to snap my neck and he always try to go tough. You know, when people can't use their words to articulate themselves, then they try to get tough. So, you know, Benzino, how he does that. So Eminem, he addressed that. He addressed how he feel in this next clip about Benzino talking about how he was going to, you know, take out his daughter, his little daughter. And he says what I've been saying. Like, if you got to go that route, then you really don't got bars and you really not that tough. And Eminem kind of like call him out. Like, he says, you don't want to go there. Don't go there with me. Hey, yo. He's like, don't go there with me. Play the clip.
Wants to talk and Mr. Tough Guy and this and that. Let me tell you something. This dude talks about killing my daughter on the record. He does not want to take it there. He does not want to take it there. If he really wanted to take it there and take it on a street level, like he's saying and screaming and jumping up and down in his records, he would not have went back in the studio. Because the mic can't fight you back, dog. The mic cannot fight you back.
Okay.
So now it gets kind of real in this interview. Now it gets real because now Eminem, he starts to talk about, you know, he remind people, look, I come from the bottom. And he tried to explain why he think Benzino is so mad at him, Benzino, because he started from the bottom, but he took this hand that he was dealt and he made something for himself. What is the song? He rapped that kind of lyric in the song. How to take these. Anyway, I can't think of it, but it's something around those lines. But this is almost the realest you'll hear Eminem. Listen to this.
The mic cannot fight you back.
Okay.
Not went back in the studio.
All right. Can I just take it back to the beginning? Where the first song where he came at you to jump off to this whole thing?
It's not a song.
A freestyle.
It's not even a. I hope to God he was freestyling, because if he wrote that, I really feel bad.
All right. I'm talking of Exhibit A, the first thing from Benzino. Did something happen to spark that between you and him? Did anything happen? I mean,
Angie, I swear on my daughter's life, I never met this dude. I never met this man, this girl in my life. I never met this woman. She is obsessed with me. I cannot understand it. You know what it is? I think Angie, a lot of times, being that I've been out for like, you know, the last 4 years or whatever, I think people are starting to forget a little bit that I came from the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I took those cards. I remember the con artist from D12 told me some deep shit the other day. He said, remember when we was flipping burgers at Gilbert's and you was mad, you was always punching walls and breaking mirrors and saying, I can't get a deal because I'm white. I can't get a deal. I'm white. It's because I'm white. And then I took them cards that I was dealt in life and I flipped them. I flipped the cards and now I'm selling so many records because I'm white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I flipped the cards I was dealt. So this dude is a fat 40-year-old shriveled up, wrinkled coon with big puffy clown hair. So take them cards that you're dealt with and say that in your rap. Flip them cards.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Take them cards that you're dealt. Stop being mad at me. Stop concentrating on my life so much and get one of your own.
Hot97.com.
Told you. Eminem got real on that clip. But check this out. Now, Eminem basically, he said that he has heard a lot of whack rappers. Like, Eminem has been around. He started from the bottom now here. But now he talks about who is the wackest and the worst rapper that he has ever heard. You all won't believe it. He goes down the list, but he talks about the worst rapper in the world. He said he never thought that he would ever find the worst rapper. Check out I bet y'all won't guess who it is. Let's play the clip.
Hottest hip hop spot on the web.
Is it fair to say that you, not just from Benzino, but just in general, like you're just tired of hearing people beef about that?
I'm sick of the excuses. Everybody's making excuses, like, and people must not listen to my songs, like in White America, like I clown about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the truth of the matter is that I flip the cards, Angie. I flip the cards.
Right.
Everybody has a set of cards that you're dealt with in life, and you flip them. You gotta take them cards and flip them. If he doesn't have the smarts to flip them cards, don't blame me. Don't blame me because you suck. This dude, Angie, I think could very well, after hearing his last record, I truly believe, and I'm not even exaggerating, this dude could possibly be the worst rapper in the world.
In your opinion?
In a lot of people's opinion. But I'm serious. Like, I never thought I would see the day where I met or heard the wackest rapper in the world, because I've heard a lot of whack rappers, but he very well possibly could be the worst rapper in the world, going against one of the best. And that's not to say to toot my own horn. I never would consider myself the best at anything.
Okay, so I love this last one, man. This clip here, because Eminem, a lot of people think that now that Eminem has gotten older, it's just now that he started to become this more humble and this more gracious and appreciative rapper. But even back then when Eminem, this was way back then when Eminem had just sold, I'm talking billions. Even back then when he was on top, like on top of everything in sales and everybody's household. Even back then he said that, and you'll hear in this next clip when Angie is like, you are considered the best rapper right now out of all time. And he's like, no, he quick to name even back then, nah, it's not me. No, I'm not. And he named off a couple of people. And then he goes on to not only that, but then he goes on to expose and reveal to everyone that, you know, when I did a track for Nas and Jay-Z and all these other people, it's not about the money for me. I love the culture and I love this hip hop thing. I didn't charge money. I did that for free because I wanted to build hip hop. Listen to this.
Do you not? Because some people would consider you right now the best out.
I would not consider myself the best out.
Who is?
You got Jay-Z, you got Nas, you got 50. All of them guys, all of them cat, Redman, all of them guys are the best at what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times, maybe it fucks with people's mind a little bit that I'm not only rapping, but I'm making the beats too now. I'm making the beats, I'm doing the producing, you know what I'm saying?
That means you're getting a lot of money and some people get tight about that. And
it's not even about the money because I have yet to charge for a track.
Really?
I did a track for Jay, I didn't charge. I did a track for Nas, I did a track for Exhibit. I don't even charge for the tracks. I'm free. If I respect you as an artist and I like your shit, I'm going to give you a track. I'm going to give it to you because to me it's not about the money. It's about hip-hop.
Hot 97.
Hot 97.
Hot 97.com.
Okay, so this final clip and this last clip, Eminem, he just talks about extortion. He just talks a little bit about what Benzino and the corruption that Benzino was doing. Not just with the 5 mics, but just with Source in general. And how he just messed up, you know, the Source. He goes on to say that, you know, that's the only reason why he came at Benzino. But then one thing that he did say, and that it looks like Eminem has held that promise today, after 10 years, is that he promised that I would never make another track or say anything to Benzino again. He's never going to get a response from me. I done buried him. I asked that a little while ago. Why haven't Eminem responded back to Benzino after all this on Twitter in 2020? Nothing. But seeing this clip right here, it reminded me of, you know, Eminem kept his promise. But listeners, he spoke from the heart right here, and he was upset, and it hit him. You know, Eminem was definitely triggered with how Benzino had messed up the Source, because he felt like he had messed up, you know, a part of hip hop and what we could do. It was his fault. Here's the clip.
It's a midlife crisis, Angie. He's going through a midlife crisis. He's done everything from Will Smith records, Rock the Party, trying to come back to the streets.
Is he really getting under your skin though? I mean, I mean,
the only reason that I responded to this clown in the first place is because of the extortion that's going on between him and Dave Mays. Nobody wanted to address it. Everybody in the business, you talk to any rapper in the business, and I'm not going to put you on blast, Angie, but we all know what's going on at the source. Ray Benzino has Dave Mays shook, and you can't play two sides of the fence. You can't be a rapper. You can't be a rapper and own a magazine, own half of a magazine, because then what happens is you call rappers that you like, you call them and you want them to make a guest appearance on your album, and if they don't want to do it because you suck, then he's going to take you out that magazine. So you can't play both sides of the fence like that. You just can't do it.
So that's what motivated you to even...
That's what motivated me. Was
that something that was bothering you before he started getting at you?
You know what used to bother me? Yeah, it's been the mic rating system in the source. Like when I was a kid growing up in the early 90s on hip hop, the source as we used to know it was the Bible of hip hop. Like it was, their word was gold. If somebody got 4 mics, you was going to cop it. If somebody got 5 mics, you was going to cop it. Right. Somebody got 3.5, yeah, you know, you didn't know. But their word was gold, and they was usually right. Now what's happened is, this dude is doing the mic rating system. He even said in his song, the 5 mic giver. I give the mics. I distribute the mics, but I'm a rapper too. You can't do that. He's fucking the game up. So, and like,
I know that you have yet to receive a 5 mic review in the source. Is that something that was...
I have yet to receive even a 4.5. Everybody gets a 4. Everybody, like, that's the standard now. That's the standard. If you get a 4.5, that must mean that Benzino wants you on his album. You know what I'm saying? And as far as, like, my contribution to hip-hop, him calling me a culture stealer and an invader and all that stuff, as far as my contribution to hip-hop, what was my contribution to hip-hop any different than Dave Mays and Jonathan Schechter when they started the Source 12, 13 years ago? Was to make hip-hop bigger and expand it. If I can take hip-hop and open more white people's ears to hip-hop so that artists like Nelly and Ja Rule and Jay-Z and Cameron and Ludacris and Nas can sell more records, then that's my contribution to hip-hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm only being real. And I swear to you, Angie, this dude he can scrounge up change and call you from a payphone after this interview, and he can scream, he can jump up and down, he can scream all he wants, he can go in the studio and make 100,000 more records about me and base his whole life around mine. I will not make another song about this man. He cannot afford to pay the bill when I bill him for the studio time that he owes me back.
So that's
D12, this dude is so whack, I can't even get D12 to do a song about him. They're screaming at me, like, why are you even giving this guy the energy? Because, unfortunately, I'm in a position where the more attention that I pay to something, the bigger that it gets.
So how you gonna not now? What if the dude just keeps making song after song after song, and every now and then he says something that get on your nerves? You just not responding anymore?
He's done. Anything that he does from now on will really good. He's speaking from the grave. I buried him. I put the nail in the coffin. I threw the dirt on top of his grave. I don't even think I put him in the coffin. I think I just buried him in a hole. Wow. And threw the dirt on his...
Well there guys, I thank you guys for watching. What do you all think? Man, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I promise we bring some of the most exciting, greatest, fun, and all that other good content for your face. I'd like to know what you all think about Benzino. I know Benzino's watching. I hope this reminds him of why he's still in the coffin, that he need to get down. I'm fighting a good fight. I really need you all on Twitter to please follow me on Twitter, and also I need you all to tag him in on this video. Tag Benzino on this video because I can't. He's done blocked me, and I want him to see it. I want to remind him how Eminem feel and why he's not going to get a response from Eminem ever, so he can stop it. He already canceled his Eminem diss track, he said. He already canceled this album, so just stop it, all right? As always, I do thank you all for watching, guys. Keep it positive. It's gonna be all right. Guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.